not playing.
The video didn't seem to play, but here's what's happening in other news for Friday, September 2nd, 2011. And that actually was an intro video. It was a video, if you believe it, done by Joshua Dale. We don't know why it's playing incorrectly, but we'll
fix it in post.
We'll get it fixed. And Ion is brought to you by computers that are on the internet, because that's true.
Yeah.
Welcome to In Other News. I'm Iyaz Akhtar.
I'm Tony Wang.
And I'm Liz Romero.
And this is the show where we discover the uncovered stories in tech and sometimes a little bit of science. So for those of you guys who are watching and you're like, hey, what is this show? Which I try to just explain. The show is basically, there's a lot of tech news during the week and only some major stories make it, right, on the air. But sometimes some really interesting stuff gets hidden by these major things. You know, when HP does something crazy like spinning off its business or Motorola gets bought and people don't know about other news, this is going to cover other news. So I'm glad to have Tony and Liz here. Liz last week was way, way over there in the TD station.
Land.
She migrated over here.
And now we have placed Jeff over there. And hey, Jeff.
Hey.
Jeff is a superstar.
Super.
Which
right.
we don't know if you can hear it. And if you would like to see behind the scenes stuff, check out the drop cam. So we're going to cover not the headlines. You guys ready for the not the headlines? It's all about television.
I know Tony's excited. I can just see it on his face.
I'm excited. I like TV technology. I mean, like the last couple of years, it's always been about 3D. You have to have 3D TVs. They're amazing, right? And they're like, who wants to look at that? But Samsung's got a deal with YouTube, so you can actually get 3D YouTube content on your Samsung television. Huh? Are you going to buy Samsung TV now because of 3D YouTube clips?
I'm scared.
You're scared. Well, you know, I read this story, and the first thing I thought of was 3D, YouTube 3D with phones that have 3D cameras, because that's already a thing. If you have one of those, I think there's 2 in the market right now, 3D cell phones, you can upload your video directly to YouTube 3D.
Well, the thing is, I know that we actually did one at the Twit Edit facility. You guys did a 3D video, so you could watch it on a Samsung television if you wanted to, or I guess you could just watch it on your computer anytime. So is that really going to make anybody buy?
I'm a little concerned and also very scared of certain YouTube videos being 3D. There are certain things on YouTube I don't really want to see in 3D. I think I might have nightmares if I saw it.
Would you watch this show in 3D?
Yes.
Well,
yes, sir.
We got the red. We're just going to have to... Actually, it's the red and blue style 3D. No, I don't know which 3D it's going to be.
Yeah, and I didn't know what... I just did red. I didn't know what color we were...
No, red's cool. I like red.
Yeah.
And then there's Toshiba trying to sell you a television with something called a mobile high definition link. Now, apparently a lot of phones nowadays, I didn't even know this, had a port called the MHL port, which is, again, mobile high definition link. And what it'll let you do is you can play 1080p video and up to 8 channels of audio, and it'll actually charge the phone. Now, this is going to only ship in Australia. So
I'm going down under. Yeah. Or not. No,
wait,
Tony.
why is it only in Australia?
I just think
that
they're
makes
testing
no
it
sense
out.
to me. Oh, okay. It's just, maybe because they don't have the Samsung Galaxy Tab there, so they're...
Well, it works the Galaxy S2, so it should be able to do this stuff. But then again, the Galaxy S2 just came out in the United States, so maybe it'll show up. I don't know why you'd think, I want to connect my phone to the TV, but...
Well, there are certain things, like let's say you're at a family picnic or something like that, and like, oh, look, little Janie, she was so cute on the bouncy, but no one saw. Let me quickly go show Grandpa and Grandma on the couch. Here, I just stick it with my phone.
Little Janie, I mean, she's a real pain in the neck. I don't know if we want to watch...
but Grandma and Grandpa don't need to know that. They're going to pay for her college.
Okay, so they can watch that in 3D. If
Right,
Samsung.
but if you have the Samsung 3D TVs, then you can watch it in 3D, right? If you have
the 3D, or you could charge your phone with the other thing. Or...
I want to be able to do other stuff. I want to be able to just draw on Janie and be like, you. It's you.
Well, then your dream has come true.
Could it be coming true? I want to draw on Janie.
The LG Pen Touch TV. We skipped a link there. Poor Jeff there. And a plasma screen TV that you want to draw on. Why would you want to touch? And so LG has a new TV called Pen Touch TV. They're showing, if you guys are wondering what's with all these announcements, it's because IFA is going on in Berlin, and it's consumer electronics like crazy. So the Pen Touch TV. So you can go ahead and go up there, and you can draw on it. And why would you want to go up to the TV and draw on it?
The only use case I see for this is like my apartment complex. They actually have one of these, but it's a different brand, and they use it for presentations.
Yeah, Samsung had this. You're saying, but it was a commercial thing. You got to play with this.
Well, I read the article too, and I was immediately kind of thrown off by this because it does, as they were stating, which is a good point, it goes against everything you've ever been brought up for. Don't touch the screen. Do not touch the screen. But they're talking more about an educational purpose behind it, where oh, you can pull up, apps and you can draw on it. And they were kind of starting to put an educational spin on it, which is the only thing that makes me.
And there's
Oh,
Tony's
yeah.
writing
See,
on
that
the-
is very educational.
That's from last CES.
That's on the Samsung one where you got to write the Twit logo. Very sneaky, putting an ad at CES for us up there.
Yeah. It works really well, but it's very expensive. I don't know if schools will be able to.
So you've
afford
actually
this.
seen one of these? Have you drawn with it? And don't
Yeah,
think-
I drew the Twit logo on there.
So also in the article, isn't it that you actually have to have this special pen to be able to draw on it?
Yeah, you need a stylus.
that
It
one-
comes with a stylus.
And how much does that cost? I'm like any kid who's gonna be like, oh, this is educational. Break. It's like, okay, Janie, that cost you $40 right there out of your allowance.
The other thing is, what kid's going to go, is this the right pen or the wrong pen?
I know. What if
Here's
they
the Sharpie.
scratch?
Yay.
It's not a. Yeah, I don't think it's cheap just to replace the display. So it's if you scratch it. And
Yeah, sometimes the accessories, they add up so quickly. So therefore it's like, okay, well, I got this great thing, a Kindle, but I need to buy a case. Oh, I need to buy this charger. I need to buy this. It's like, okay, that wasn't as cheap as I thought it was going to be.
Or you could just dish 3D glasses too. Forget the accessories. Toshiba's got a new TV, the ZL2. I don't know what the ZL stands for. Zelita.
Zelda?
Whatever. But it's
Zelda.
got cameras so you can track your face. So if you're, it's kind of like their laptops. We saw their laptops at CES, and it's glassesless 3D TV.
Yes, you need to explain this to me because I was actually reading this last night. I'm like, okay, so it goes in the left, it goes a little bit off from the right, and no, I could not find anywhere for someone to show an example of how this actually works.
It's trying to show both your eyes two different images. So you're going to piece it together in your head as 3D. Like the laptop is the same thing. You just kind of look at it, and as you would move your head, it was just adjusting the display
I see you
for
too.
your head. So, I mean, I like the idea. It's supposed to work for up to 9 different viewing positions.
I saw that. Yeah. So, yeah, this is something I really want to keep a track on because I want to know. It was saying it could be 9 different positions. Does that mean that you have to place those out? Okay, Grandma, you need to sit in that position. Go towards the green dot. That's one that we have set up for you.
That's the problem with 3D, I think, is because the fact there are 9 viewing positions, that doesn't help anybody. And don't worry about the links. They all look the same anyway. All the TVs are black, and they have a black frame. Don't even...
Right.
Don't
And
even
no Super Bowl party for you. No, only 9 are allowed.
9 people.
Only up to 8 besides me.
So I
Very
actually
exclusive.
I gotta try this. I think it was the Samsung booth at CES after I drew on the TV, and I've noticed because they actually had some computers set up as well, and those were 20 inches. And the TVs, they had one that was 55 inches, but for me, I think it was 32 or 36. That was actually the best size. So I don't know why, for whatever reason, when it's like 55 and I'm standing on the spot where they told me to stand, it didn't work as well. The glasses free 3D, it just didn't.
So is there anything that's going to make 3D really cool that you want to buy? Like, does it have to be holograms or
I think-
what? Because right now, I don't, like, I have a 3D TV, and there's no way I'm going to watch 3D.
What is the glasses free?
It is not glass. Well, I already
Well-
wear glasses anyway. So wear another set of glasses. It's just
Well,
what
I
we
know.
all do.
I know this will actually, I think this will open up a market because I know a lot of my friends don't want to go to 3D movies. They're like, oh, the glasses, after a while, they bug me. I don't want to wear them. And then they kind of like, they're not used to glasses. People like us were used to glasses. Like, that was nothing. It was awesome. Loved it.
But what
Like, I'll
if-
even sit in the D-box seats and have it vibrate in 3D coming at me.
What if you had the same 3D glasses everywhere, though? Like, ones in your home, and then you can go
I
to
would
this-
do that. I still have the
theater?
3D glasses I went to for my first 3D movie. I still have those. They're collected dust, but I still have them.
Did you guys see Harry Potter in 3D?
Oh, me.
Did you keep your glasses?
No.
Did you
No,
go?
you're supposed to recycle them.
No. Well, if you went on opening night,
They had
they
the
had the
Potter.
special Harry Potter circular 3D glasses.
Did they have tape in the middle?
I don't know.
I guess you can
didn't-
add that.
Damn.
I saw it in 2D. I don't know.
I did. Me and my mother were like, oh, it's so
stole it.
exciting.
There's the full HD 3D glasses initiative. That's a mouthful. It's the Expand 3D. So now there's like a whole bunch of companies doing this. Sony, Samsung, and Panasonic. They already were doing Expand 3D, which is supposed to be a standardized active shutter glasses, 3D glasses. And now there's a couple more on board. Royal Philips Electronics, Sharp, TCL, which I don't know what that is, Toshiba Corporation. So effectively, you could wear one pair of glasses and you can go over your friend's house with that not 9-position TV because that doesn't need glasses. But you don't have to have special glasses for everybody. Your TVs don't need to have,
So little Janie can go over to Grandpa's house and watch it at her house?
because it's standardized.
It's awesome. Good for you, little Janie.
Okay, why on earth do you introduce 3D TVs like a while ago and not have a standard until now?
Money. They all want money because they're for, okay, well, Mom and Dad bought this, but best friend over here, we want to watch the stuff that we're not allowed to watch at Mom and Dad's house. So I need to buy other glasses. No matter what, that's how they always want to do. They want to have the separations. Therefore, same phone chargers don't work. You have to buy an extra one for your best friend, whoever that sleeps over all the time. Things like that. They want to make sure that you're having to pay each individual. That was my thought.
You're crazy.
I know.
The idea that these companies are trying to make money off of these accessories, I mean, that seems so cynical, you know, I gotta say.
How dare I?
I thought didn't we already move on to glasses-free 3D? Why are we
Well, you
still...
said the glasses one don't work. The glasses-less ones.
Well, the glasses one doesn't...
Glasses-less, glasses ones.
The ones with glasses doesn't work either. I mean, because you're talking about at least $125 per pair and...
But you only have to buy one pair now. And they'll work, and theoretically, it's supposed to work in movie theaters, even though theaters usually use passive glasses. There's only like, this is the only company that wants to do active lenses or active shutter glasses in the theater.
I mean, I guess it's better than using the ones that's recycled at the theaters.
You don't like the germ
They
passive?
probably have poo on them.
I don't even want to think about that.
Yeah, why would you go there? Why? Tony.
This is an inside joke.
Simmer.
Tony and going to the dark places today.
So I think the next one we were talking about this. It seems like you're pretty excited about, you know, first off, are you a drawer? Do you draw?
I was an artiste when I was a kid. One of my dreams, one of the dreams I used to have, I draw
every
things
day.
all the time.
That is gorgeous.
Do you see my headphone amp?
That is gorgeous.
So pretty.
That should be, just have layers upon layers on it and just...
I need to hang it on a fridge. But Wacom or Wacom, however you want to say it, they have a pen called Inkling, okay? And you could draw on a piece of paper.
Any paper.
Not special paper. Because
Yeah.
there are other devices out there, like I think it's Livescribe. You can draw on any paper and you put this little device next to it, and it'll turn your drawings into vector drawings. So if you want to create layers, you just click that large piece of plastic there. You can see it on the shot there. You can create layers on your own drawings, so you can undo stuff later on your computer. I love this thing because moving from pen and paper or pencil and paper to a tablet, it takes a bit of work. Things don't scale right exactly, and so you're just kind of like, well, this kind of works. And if you want something to be like paper size, it's really, really large.
Oh, you're doing the video, yes.
There's the video. You can see this is the Inkling. I love this thing. I want one of these because I like to scribble my ideas down. This is how I learned to learn effectively. I write everything out. So
this makes me wish I could draw.
Me
This
too.
really does.
By the way, I'm wondering if that's really actually more green, because now that you're still using paper, and then now you got an electronic device to capture it.
is it more green or less
here's
green?
a
It's less green because you're using additional...
A question I have, do you think this will actually start going to animation? You know, something like, you know, Disney, where they're still actually doing that type of animation, like Princess of the Frog. They recently went back to their old thing. Will this actually... Is this similar to what they use?
that's a really
It
good
might
point.
be faster than scanning in or taking pictures.
Yeah, because it's...
Because right now they're still doing the old school way where it's like painfully like, let me flip over here, do this. Let me flip over here, do this. So will it span to those bigger companies?
You can import them into vectored automatically, so I think that would be very useful.
The other thing, if you make it a little thumbnail, a little scribble, and the fact that it's a vector, you can make it much larger without losing all the information there.
I'm very
That will fit with my
excited. I was
makeup.
very excited about the design. It's like a pencil case.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
You have an Inkling and a Kindle. You can draw on your Kindle,
Yeah.
then transfer it, and then you've ruined your
I'm
Kindle.
going to draw all over my Kindle when I get home after the game.
Okay, so we all want this apparently.
How much is it?
I have no idea.
Well,
Yeah,
I think they didn't
think it
have it
costs
yet.
money.
Another thing. Yeah.
We should find this out. This is
Okay.
again. This is an alpha show, extraordinarily alpha show, because we don't even know the prices.
Alrighty. Look at me and my very slow.
$199.99. So $200.
$200.
Was that in the UK? Was it here or was that...
US.
Oh, snap.
Coming out mid-September, so that's like a couple weeks.
So you still need a computer to use this, and
Well, no, I mean,
for
you wanna actually use the vector stuff.
for $200,
That's not
you
bad.
could get a really good Wacom tablet already.
you get a small tablet though. I mean, think about this. If you have the Inkling, you could draw on a really large piece of paper versus consider how much a large tablet costs. Like if you want one of those 24-inch tablets, that's like a couple $1,000.
Yeah, it is.
So I think it's dirt cheap. And normally this is where we would have a break for a sponsor, but we don't have a sponsor.
I thought we do.
Oh wait,
Yeah, we do.
Look at that.
Oh my God, it's so marvelous.
What are we talking about? We're talking about the link I'm hovering on right now. To the right.
Scroll to the right.
To the right, there is something by the yellow.
Oh,
we are building up the tension. You are going to see the advertisement for this amazing new thing. Here it is.
Oh, it's so glorious. Look at it.
What is it?
It's a lightning bolt, and there's something in front of it.
Is this car powered by lightning?
You know what? It was. That's why it's no longer production. It was just too cool.
It's not an easy way to charge your electric car.
Yeah.
It's not an easy way?
Well, you got to drive up to the top of the mountain, park it there, and wait.
That'd be very helpful, though. Like one shot, and it's done.
Yep.
So forget, waiting there for hours with your electric car. Exactly. This thing is a lightning magnet.
Yeah, so, one charge.
Thank you, Lightning Magnet, for not sponsoring our show.
Good times, people. Good times.
Now we're going to talk about the segment that... Oh, I missed the globe in my face there. Segment that needs
distracting.
We need a clever name for this segment. We don't have that.
I like the needs a clever name group. I think that's a good title.
Okay. So, over the week, you guys, have you seen the whole Apple streaming things with iOS beta 5 or 6? And like, wait, there's streaming in iCloud? And then Apple said, no. You're downloading, and you can hear the music at the same time. But Apple went ahead and updated their iOS beta again to iOS beta 5.7, which I know it's a mouthful. And apparently it actually caches the songs on your device. So it's a lot less confusing to everybody. So everyone who's all psyched about, I'm being a killjoy now, everyone who's all psyched about getting all their music in the cloud, now you're limited to this space on your drive.
Well, we both were last week. Both of us were kind of a little worried about this. Did we somehow affect the cloud with our negativity or killjoy, as you said last week? Oh, we were killjoys. Do you remember this, Tony? We were killjoys.
I don't remember that, actually. I'm trying to...
I do not recall such a thing.
I would never be a killjoy.
Yeah. I think it's a very clever... I'm not sure why they're... I'm sorry. I'm stuck on the fact that it's iOS 5 beta 7.
I mean, it's only for developers. It's not like the...
Oh, it's for developers. Okay, so I missed the other 6. I was just like, weird.
You missed the other 6. Well, let's talk about something completely different then, because this is going nowhere. Let's talk about Flickr. Flickr has a new privacy settings thing called geofences. I thought this was kind of neat. The idea is if somebody is nearby a location, your photos will be instantly shared with them. So the idea, instead of going through a bunch of privacy settings, you're like, share with friends and friends of friends and friends of friends of friends. You could just say, have people within a 2-mile radius of my house be able to access any of these things or not. So, I mean, I thought this was a really neat way to show it. And you can see on the graphic there, all these circles. I like this. This is a different way to actually see privacy settings.
I don't know about that. What about stalkers?
Well, you don't have to share it.
What about the stalkers? Don't forget about them. They're just so important.
I tried... I think I tried this on Google Maps, where you can see where pictures have been taken, and I don't really see a use case for it. I mean...
You don't see the use case? As in, like, it's very easy. Like, okay, we took a bunch of school pictures, like, at Janie's play. We were at Janie's play.
Little Janie.
Little Janie's having a play, and we're like, oh, look, everybody who was in this area should be able to see the photos of the play. So that way, it makes sense.
Well, also, that could work for tonight. I'm going to Giants game. I'm going with a bunch of friends, and Lord only knows we all have our own little cameras. We're going to have our phones. We're going to have all of our different pictures. Oh, I was just over at the snack bar. Guess who I met? So therefore, it's like, did you not see the photo? No, you didn't look at it. Okay.
But with your phone, the picture you taken, you would upload that to Facebook and share with your friends that way.
What is this Facebook? Is it like Flickr?
I think it's something where faces are on books. I need a book. Where's the book?
It's like a yearbook.
We can work on that. Yeah. So now we have footnotes. These are the even smaller stories, the tiniest stories of the week.
Don't forget about the little guy.
Exactly. That's what we should call it instead. Don't forget about the little guy.
Don't forget about the little guy.
We haven't worked out the format of this. Do we just want to read these? Do we want to just...
Yeah.
This is an alpha show, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Am I reading this?
I don't know. Do you want it? No, it's up to you guys.
I'm not Verizon, so how about you take
We can ask the chat room. What do they want?
I ditched Verizon. It was horrible.
The chat room says nothing. Okay.
Denied.
They're not even watching us.
No, they all left. Oh.
So we'll throw it to Liz then for Verizon.
Verizon.
I'm not saying
Okay. All right. So Verizon Droid Bionic Twitter page isn't ours. A Twitter page thought to be Verizon's Droid Bionic account isn't. That's
a letdown.
Not okay.
Because they were saying the launch date, too.
Yeah. Verizon says it doesn't belong to the company, and a TV ad for Bionic ends with the cryptic 090811. Maybe this is a thing that will launch this year after all. And this is an article I didn't get a chance to look at, so I'm going to look at it right now.
Yeah, the Droid Bionic, there was a Twitter account for it, and it was saying, oh, it's launching on the 8th, and then Verizon said it's not our page, so don't believe it, but there's a big ad right now that's floating around.
Is that a picture of Scarlett Johansson?
I don't know.
It looks like Scarlett Johansson in Black Widow. I'm like, what is she doing there?
PC Mag, why is there a picture of that? Maybe that's just on the Verizon account.
An ad.
So, does everyone know Paul Siglia? You know, the guy who keeps claiming he owns 50% of Facebook? Yeah?
Yeah,
because of the dealings with a young Mark Zuckerberg. Well, his dream may be shattered because the judge presiding over the case says Siglia has to do something crazy. He has to give Facebook's lawyers access to every email Siglia has exchanged since 2003. So the odds, so this will probably completely kill his dreams to own half of Facebook because there's a good chance he's a complete and utter liar. So
I'm one of those. Did all you guys see Social Network? Both of you?
Yes.
No.
I didn't see it. I was kind of against seeing a movie about Facebook.
Why?
Even though it was really good, I hear, and the great acting, it threw me off. I was like,
there should be a fan edit that puts Siglia in. That I would watch. Where he's like, it's just like it's taped. It's recorded with a green screen. Like, well,
we have a
Mark,
green screen in the back. Yeah.
we should shoot these scenes.
Yeah, we should have him come here. Party down, martini bar.
Should we move
with
on?
Pistol Core.
We'll give you the Canadian story. We'll go back to Liz.
Canadian story. Damn it.
You don't like the Canadian story, eh? Okay, so another story is we actually have AT&T's 4G Lite network, a live
LTE.
Darn it.
It's not that light network.
I just had to do this because you said that's always a good thing to do, distract. I'm going
I'm gonna
I thought you said not to do that.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Okay. Kicking in Atlanta. Images shows 25 Mbps speeds.
So AT&T, they're working on their 4th generation network. It's LTE. They have HSPA Plus right now. Don't even worry about 4G because it's a nonsense term at this point. But they're not promoting this. Their LTE service is live in Atlanta right now. Now, they haven't made any announcements about this. They're just testing out this stuff. It's a great idea to just test it before you start saying, it's in Atlanta, go and have fun with our mobile device. Yeah, it looks like, so it's alive in Atlanta and Chicago right now. So
Okay. If I'd known it was in Chicago, I would have pronounced it right.
Okay, and now, Tony, for the Canadian news.
YouTube movie rentals in Canada, too. Now you can rent your movies if you live in Canada.
Can
on
we,
YouTube. Yeah, eh?
Hooray.
Hey. I'm going to get
Canadian.
some maple syrup. Yeah.
Yeah.
And rent some Netflix movies.
Yes.
YouTube.
Well, I mean, okay, so we had this in the U.S. last year. Did I read that right?
I don't know.
Again?
Did you read right?
I'm just going to start writing in the doc and see what happens.
Last spring, Google's video site beefed up. It's barely their U.S. rental service. So it didn't really work in the U.S. Why are we doing this in Canada?
Because you got to go global. You know, some movies that fail in the United States that don't get an audience might get it in Canada.
Where do you think all the failed pop stars go, man? David Hasselhoff. He went, man. He's prospered.
Don't they go on like Dancing with the Stars?
That's the new. So
wait, there's dancing. Isn't there ice skating now? They're ice skating. They're actually going to have it so they get injured, so they're ice skating.
But
I'll watch ice skating.
Wait.
You can rent that on YouTube. No.
All comes together.
Should we move on to the Minority Report?
Yeah, okay. I was going to say something about ice skating, but let's move on. Minority Report.
Snoopy.
Text generated from brain images. Princeton scientists managed to generate text using nothing but mental content that are reflected in brain images, where their most recent work point to the possibility of capturing such brain images during viewing of a scene, reconstructing an approximation of the scene from those images later on using words. This is really cool story because I just watched Strange Days yesterday for the first time.
Okay, I haven't watched that.
Oh. No. It's basically a movie it's a sci-fi movie about capturing images using this hairnet and a box.
Okay.
So this movie is actually made in 1995. So the box that they had, the media they were recording their brain images on were mini discs.
Aww.
Mini discs.
Yeah.
We actually have a mini disc player back there brought in by you, actually, in our museum that you can't see off camera. I'm psyched about this because I usually forget names of things. I'm like, okay, what is that thing? And you're like, you you have this image of it. And you're like, I know that actor's name. What is it? What is it? And then hopefully it'll show up. So it's like IMDb of the future. I'm excited about this.
We can kind of do this already.
How?
You have Google Goggle.
But you have to find an image of the person first. How do you do that?
Well, you just take your phone out and take the image.
What if you're thinking of an actor in a movie? You have to find the movie.
That's what IMDb is for, right? That's what I do right now when I'm thinking, oh, who's that guy that was in Strange Days?
Oh yeah,
or that other girl, and she was in the other movie with the dinosaurs, and I started Googling dinosaurs, and then it turned out to be Jurassic Park.
Laura Dern?
I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Park?
Was it Laura Dern?
Laura Dern, the one who married... Yeah.
She's the lead in that, right? Or I don't know. And then there's Linux on iPod. We actually covered that in some other show that we do, so we're not going to talk about that. Let's talk about communications. We have feedback. If you guys want to write in, you can. iontwit@gmail.com, iontwit@gmail.com, or you can leave us a voicemail at 321-22-OTHER. Hey, look at that. We got a graphic this time.
321-226-8437.
321-22-OTHER. And we have voicemails. Can we get the voicemails?
In the meantime.
Smashing good show. Smashing good show.
Well, thank you.
No, he actually, doesn't he say...
Tech in the chat room.
Yeah, he says what his handle is in the chat room.
What
I was
was
trying
it?
to understand it. It's tech something.
Can we hear it again?
Let's hear it
chat
again.
room.
It was so good. Let's hear it again.
Is there a tech? Are you in here?
Smashing good show. Smashing good show.
There's more.
From Tinker Tech in the chat room.
I think it's a Tinker something.
So please email us with your handle.
Yes,
we don't
are
know
you
what
in
you're
here?
talking about.
Hello,
I don't know. If you're in the
person
chat
of
room, there you go. Thank you for that email. Not email, the voicemail. And we have another.
Texan?
We have another voicemail about the subtitle glasses we covered last week.
This is a good one.
Tinker Toy Tech. I bet that was him.
No, I don't think that was.
Hey guys, Jason from Maine here. I wanted to chime in on the subtitle glasses. I am in about half agreement with Tony. If all they do is use them for subtitles, then it's going to be a small niche market that's interested in these, and I won't be a part of it. But if they make general purpose devices that can tether to any phone via Bluetooth and be used by any app for any purpose, from shopping lists to maps to games, I can see this becoming a huge market. Even if the driver hardware is bulky at first, I'm willing to strap a box to my head and put a top hat over it. Anyway, love the show concept. Keep refining it and it'll be great. Catch you later.
So, subtitle glasses, if only for subtitles, he thinks will not be very fun. And I like the idea of wearing it with a top hat. I mean, if you have to have a device on you at all times, why not hide it under a top hat?
Not a fan of hats, I'm sorry, but...
You're a tough audience.
Well,
what if it was a bowler?
It's not all occasion. You can't always wear a hat. I was going to wear a hat this morning, and it was...
What about a baseball cap?
Hey, don't make me get out my Giants cap from the car, man.
At least it's not like a helmet, okay? I mean, a top hat.
We should get the
Hey,
beer
what's with
helmet.
the helmets?
The one where you have it from
You
Simpsons.
could wait a second. You don't even need to have glasses. You can have a monocle and the top hat. You look like Mr. Peanut.
But what if you
Nice.
wear glasses already?
You just a third lens.
Right? Yeah, like the one that actually like spans off like different magnification.
Well, that'd be neat to have a little hinge there.
We're gonna,
Exactly.
Yeah. Nanu. Yeah. How about
You
them
have an
apples?
email.
We have an email.
Hey guys, I think it's awesome to cover the minor tech stories on the Twit network. Stuff that seems to get skipped on other news. Great job. Hope this make to a real show.
Now the reason
From Haston.
the reason you read it that way is because every sentence had an exclamation point.
I was trying.
That was your energy?
I was trying to.
That's Tony
I
Ng.
was trying to channel Chad because Chad is very, very energetic.
Next
but
time
it
if we get
didn't work.
emails
That was
with
supposed to be Chad. If you're doing Chad, you have to do this. They're just playing with the hair. Just like me, ADHD people, we have to play with hair because it's a source of
all right,
entertainment.
when did you
Hey
give it a read?
guys,
How would
Okay.
it sound?
Hey guys,
that's not Chad.
this is Chad. I think it's awesome to cover the minor tech stories on the Chit Network.
On the chit.
Stuff that seems to get skipped on other shows. Great job. Hope this makes to a real show. Haston. Huh? Yeah?
There
I don't
we
know
go.
if Tony likes that.
Thank you for your feedback. You can send us an email or give us your ideas if you want, or feedback. You can say, hey, this show is horrible. You can send that to To us, actually. I'll read them, and then I will not.
And then you'll filter it to us so me and Tony don't cry, right?
Yes, I will.
You'll protect us?
I will only show you the positive stuff. IONTWIT at
I am the good
gmail.com.
girl.
IONTWIT@gmail.com. Or you can send us a voicemail like those two folks did. Unless that was maybe the same guy. Who knows? 321-22-OTHER. 321-22-OTHER, which is 321-226-8437, which is a local call somewhere in Florida, I think. Which is an awesome thing.
Disneyland or Disney World.
And that wraps up this pre-alpha show, and now we're just going to...
Do we have a way of ending the show?
We can play the graphic again.
Like, do we have a
Wait, actually have
tagline?
it actually showing on a steel?
See you next
like,
week.
Wah, wah, wah.
We don't know how the show ends.
What happened to
Just
the
everyone
video?
should just go like this. And the end.